Hello, Meoni here, and yet again this is another video for 4.1. More specifically, this is related to the Mogstation. A lot of really cool in-game stuff will be shown in future videos, but I thought it would be a good idea to cover some things that might be a little bit controversial today that were added to the cash shop. So, in addition to the thing we're going to talk about today, some new items got added, so let's have a look through this. So we have the brand new Far Eastern Nobles attire. This piece of gear looks very much like some kind of scholarly set. They describe the helmet as a mortarboard. A mortarboard is usually something you throw up in the air when you actually graduate from something, so this is some kind of school uniform of sorts in the Far East, and it looks pretty damn cool. So that's a new addition that you'll be sure to see people around in, but it is obviously dyeable, and each part can be worn separately to make your own glamour set, and I'm sure we'll make some in future videos with this set. Next up is the first of many new controversial items. This is actually called the Tales of Adventure 1 Retainer's Journey 1. This book, upon redemption in-game, will allow you to boost the level of one of your retainers, no matter what level they are, to level 60. Bear in mind the maximum level of your retainer will be the maximum level of that job that you specified. For example, if you make your retainer a botanist, you must have a level 70 botanist on your own character to be able to get your retainer to that level, and vice versa for combat jobs as well. So this potion takes out some of the time, it's relatively cheaply priced. However, do people really want this? And I'm sure Square Enix are asking the same question. A lot of this stuff was not announced prior to it actually going live today, so it's a little bit up in the air as to whether or not this is worth your time or money. You can actually buy 3 copies or 5 copies of these, depending on how many retainers you have. Notice how you can buy 3 here and you can't actually buy 2, you have to buy 1 individually. This is a ploy to get you to basically pay more monthly subscription to get a 3rd retainer, I believe, which is a little bit unusual in the first place. If you do anything other than sell stuff with your retainers, you're probably not going to be wanting to get this anyway. Besides, it doesn't really take that long through quick exploration to level it, so I don't see the point in actually paying money for this. But then again, people will pay money for anything that speeds up time and takes their game away from them. In addition to this, we have the pot of metallic orange dye. This is a new metallic dye, and you can also get a yellow metallic dye as well. You can actually obtain these dyes in-game as a part of quick venture missions, as part of your retainer missions in the actual game, but if you want to speed up that process and just get the one that you want, or specific dyes, then you can come over to the Mogstation and buy those. In addition to this, they've introduced a new gold leaf coloured flooring. This literally does exactly what it says on the tin and makes any housing area you place this floor on to look like gold leaf. You can buy multiples of these items, 3 units maximum in one purchase. To go with the flooring, there's also gold leaf interior wall if you really want to bling your walls up and your floors to look like some kind of, I don't know, rapper's den, then I'm sure you can go ahead and do this as well. Personally, I have a little bit more class than that, but yeah, there you go. Additionally to this, some of last year's All Saints Wake event items have been added to the Mogstation. One which I am very, very happy that's got a relatively decent price of about £1.70 odd with VAT in Europe is the Vampire's Vest. This is one of the only chess pieces in the game that's really stylish and actually has a flowing cape on the back. This could be used for perhaps a Ruby cosplay, which I'll be trying to glamour in a future video for sure. I was waiting for this, especially now we've got the scythes as well. In addition to this, the minion from last year, the Continental Eye minion, has also been added to the Mogstation for your purchase if you missed it out on last year, along with the All Saints Wake Orchestron roll, the Up at Dawn Orchestron roll, and a piping hot pumpkin stew for your tables. Now we go on to the most controversial part of this. We're going to be talking very briefly about the job-related Tales of Adventure items, and I will simply say the restrictions on job-related Tales of Adventure items have been removed. Players can now purchase these items for multiple jobs, as well as use them on multiple characters. So, you know how they mentioned, they weren't considering removing the limitation for this patch, and that they weren't really selling that well anyway, and people wanted to actually play the game. Well, their natural reaction was to remove the limitations and put them up there so you could buy as many as you want anyway, which I don't think they really got the point about. There's a lot of very strongly worded messages on both the forums and the Reddit. This announcement is a little bit, well, sudden, and they sort of snuck it in with the patch. I'm sure there'll be a lot of backlash on this, but I'm really interested to see your opinions on this situation, whether or not you think that these things should be in a game or if the limit should have been lifted at all. Personally, I don't really mind as long as these people know how to play their class, but I would have preferred this system to be gated behind maybe mentorship or the ability to actually play a role at level 70 or something like that. As it stands, anyone can boost their character to level 60, and there are no limitations. The only limitation is your own wallet. So that begs to question, how much further will this sort of stuff go on the Mogstation? Hopefully not much further, because we do not want a pay-to-win situation much greater than this. Anyway, I'll let you comment below in the comment section. Let me know what you think about today's patch, what you've been most excited for, and I will definitely see you next time.